How to Conduct Research Online by Hafsa, Yamna, Lena, and Nora. Learning Object. The importance of knowing how to conduct research. It is crucial to know how to research since it allows us to distinguish between truth and false information. Furthermore, it's a way to increase knowledge and guide your learning since it will enable learners to understand various perspectives in depth. In addition, it promotes and encourages learners to develop critical thinking and creative problem-solving skills as they research and learn more about the topic/issues. Scenario: Problem. Target audience: students at Ontario Tech University. Alicia, a first-year student, has a paper to write and does not know how to conduct research thoroughly. Since she came directly from high school, she does not have the required skill set yet to develop an adequate academic research paper.
Keywords and phrases. Keywords and phrases. Keywords are one word that represents the main idea in your research topic or question. Phrases are more than one word, and they are to ensure that words stay together in a practical order. Phrase searches is done by placing the search term in quotation marks. Example, what are politicians doing to prevent global warming? The keyword here is politician. The phrase here is global warming, which you put quotation marks on. Why are keywords and phrases important? The key is to choose the most important nouns of the topic. Library databases are not as smart as Google and do not understand full sentences. Keywords are entered into the database search box with the goal of using the data for a specific purpose. How do they impact research? Keywords have an extreme impact on search results. Using the right keywords will speed up the research process. Without the right keyword, it may be difficult finding the articles that are needed. What are Boolean operators? How can I use them to improve searches? Boolean operators connect the search keywords together to narrow the search results. The three basic Boolean operators are and, or, and not. Once determined which keywords and phrases best define the topic, connect the search keywords together using Boolean operators. Boolean operators are used in saving time and effort by focusing searches for more on-target result and eliminating unnecessary searches.
We analyzed two possible locations that students can conduct their research. The first place is Google Scholar, which searches specifically for scholarly materials such as journals, articles, research reports, dissertations, etc. What's special about Google Scholar is that the searches also yield where the articles were cited, as well as relevant articles to help expand and backtrack research. The second place is Ontario Tech's own library database, which is a great choice for students as the articles and journals that show up in the results are all free as the databases are paid for by the university, meaning access to more resources and information for students.
Using the Aclr Framework in research. Aclr Framework is created by the American Library Association. It helps to assist with the research process by asking investigative questions and scrutinizing the quality and value of online sources. It consists of the following steps: currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and objectivity. How using the ACRL framework helps. Reviewing the ACRL framework helps in gathering credible resources. Taking the time to determine the accuracy of the source helps to eliminate information that was not well supported by other scholarly journals. Investigating and evaluating the sources within each article helps to find other sources related to the researcher's topic. First up is currency. Site currency is how current the information is. It takes into consideration how often the site is updated or maintained. It's important to know if all the links in the research are current or active and contain relevant information. This is especially relevant in online research since information goes out of date quickly. Some of the questions to ask are: does your topic require current information or will older sources work as well? New research journals containing old sources within the research. Is information just being recycled? Next up is relevance. Questions to ask. Does the information address your research needs? Does it accomplish your purpose? Does the information make strong connections to your main topic, or is it only slightly related? Is the information academically appropriate? Number 3 is authority. Investigating the authority of research will reveal the person or institution or agencies responsible and their qualification. It is important to determine that the research used is conducted by experts or have credits to back the information. The internet is full of inaccurate information with self-prescribed experts. It's important to find out how credible the source of information is. Some of the questions to ask are: determine who is the author or writer, if they are clearly indicated. Determine who the organization, publishers are, or who is responsible for the content. Accuracy. Accuracy is determined by the reader or interpreter of the research presented. You must use your grammar and critical thinking skills to investigate the information presented. For example, spell checking or verifying to see if the information is well researched and supported in other research. Questions to ask. Is the information supported by evidence and reference sources clearly cited? Is the information biased, selective, or misleading, or irrelevant to your research purposes? And finally, we have objectivity. Objectivity is determining if the research is clear. Be cautious of sites that have bias or do not admit their bias. Research can contain a bit of bias, but it should not be trying to push the audience to think a certain way, rather present the information found. Questions to ask. Determine the credibility of the research by viewing the ranking of the journal it is published in, as well as the credibility of the authors based on previous research. Consider the purpose. Is it designed to persuade? What is the tone language? Is it emotional? There are many research tools available online. However, we recommend the following. Free online resources, there is OnTech Library and Google Scholarly. For citations and bibliography, there is Zotero and the Purdue OWL Guidelines.
Highlights of the action plan. Overview. Our group will be presenting the importance of conducting research, problem scenario, project goals, time frame breakdown, and group dynamics. The importance of knowing how to conduct research. It is crucial to know how to research since it allows us to distinguish between truth and false information. Furthermore, it's a way to increase knowledge and guide your learning since it will enable learners to understand various perspectives in depth. In addition, it encourages learners to develop critical thinking and creative problem-solving skills as they research and learn more about the topics/issues. Scenario. The university noticed how first-year students struggle with writing a thorough research paper since they do not have the skill set required to develop an adequate academic paper or have the knowledge to conduct research. Due to this, the University of Ontario Institution of Technology's Academic Writing Department has hired us to create an instructional design video on how to conduct research online catered to their students.
Project goals. The goal of this project informative video is to provide students with detailed step-by-step instructions on how to conduct research online. The video will provide students with examples and techniques to strengthen their search along with utilizing some assets from the university's database, such as the filter search. In terms of our design, our goal is to follow the university's design guidelines and color palettes while maintaining the engagement and interaction for the target audience.
Time frame breakdown. As a group, we spent 8 hours on our research, 10 hours on creation, 3 hours creation, and 2 hours composition. Research. According to Sablik et al., online learning videos are becoming increasingly acceptable for both successful students and teachers. 2020. We decided to create an informative video for the purpose of learners to practice locating and evaluating resources within research. We started our research with the general topic, how to effectively conduct research, then we broke it down into parts and gathered information. Once we determined that enough information is available, we were ready to proceed. Creation. As students, we understand the importance of having an informative, detailed instructional design video explaining the steps of how to successfully conduct research since we did not experience this ourselves. We used sticky notes to briefly brainstorm ideas on how to organize our video to make sure our target audience understands the information without being overwhelmed or frustrated. We then transferred the sticky notes information into Google Doc, where we further elaborated our process. Our brainstorm consisted of the following: importance of effectively conduct research, scenario, problem, target audience, keywords and phrases, location, ALA format, ACLR. Creation. The way we created our video was using various designs, elements, and principles, and made sure to relate them back to our target audience. The effective use of space, color, typographic elements, and balance and alignment, contrast and harmony, space principles are consistent throughout the creation. Composition. The mediums were used to create this video were the following: Google Doc. We wrote our research and ideas to help organize our content in order to create a script. This document describes everything that can happen in our video, dialogue, visual, music, and more. Google Slide. We used this for storyboarding. We began with a storyboard to map out an outline of our text and visuals too. It was the process of visually representing every shot of our video. Canva. We used to design the screencast that fit our theme, combining imagery, color, and visual arrangements. Camtasia. We used to create the video using our screenshot cast and voice notes with music in the background. Elements of design. Imagery. It was necessary to have imagery in our instructional informative video since higher education videos tend to be less engaging. We decided to keep a professional yet student-like feel throughout our video by incorporating certain students' faculty inclusive body image. Color. We chose the color blue, orange, and white since they are the three main colors of the university. White brings simplicity and a clean image throughout the creation. Blue represents calmness and a sense of responsibility and trustworthiness. Orange demonstrates energy, change, and health. It gives a sense of hope to the target audience. Typographic. The typeface that we used was DM San, which gives a clean, modern aesthetic, and this style of typeface is not hard on the viewer's eyes. Principles of design, balance and alignment. Since we had a lot of text and imagery, we created a sense of balance and alignment by having a hierarchy within the text and images and maintaining symmetric by adding the text to the left-hand side. Contrast and harmony. The contrast and harmony were created by using contrast colors and ensuring that the text did not clash with the image. Some backgrounds were blue with the text white, and some backgrounds were white, so the text was black, making it visual accessible for all students. Space. It is necessary to have some white space as it would bring out the content of the background. White space is very important in design as it was created intentionally to emphasize other elements of the layout.
For our divided deliverables, we collectively worked through the action plan and Canva presentation on meetings. Everyone worked on the slides and topics they were assigned on, and then sent audio to Yumna, who compiled everything into the final video. Our deliverable deadlines were to get everything onto Canva by November 14th, and everyone finishes their assigned parts and video audios by November 16th. We met throughout November on Google Meets to work together on all parts of the assignment for at least an hour each session. To demonstrate our group learning, we divided all work equally according to each person's strengths, discussed problems and solutions amongst ourselves as well as with the TA and professor, researched on instructional videos, and shared various perspectives and struggles while researching.
That concludes our video. Here are our references. Thank you so much for listening.